Hello, my dear friends. This is Rajesh Mohapatra. I hope all of you are doing well and happiness. In this session, I'll be telling you about the concept of how do you install all the required software at the time of VM creation using GCP CLI commands in the Google Cloud Platform. Apart from this, I'll show you in the multiple labs in different ways to deploy an Apache and Nginx web server on a cloud Linux server in the Google Cloud Platform using GCP CLI commands so that you can easily understand it. Let's get started. As you can see here, these are the steps that you can follow to create a new Linux server using the GCP console portal. I will guide you in the lab if you want to customize your website based on your project requirement. Then how can you install the Apache web server and all the required software at the time of new VM creation using the GCP CLI commands. As you can see here, this is the GCP CLI commands. I'll use same command in the lab. I'll show you how to create a new customized firewall rule to access all ports using the GCP CLI commands. Similarly, I'll guide you in the lab if you want to customize your website based on your project requirements. Then how can you install the Nginx web server and all the required software at the time of a new VM creation using the GCP CLI commands. As you can see here, this is the GCP CLI commands. I'll use the same command in the lab and I'll show you how to create a customized Nginx server based on your project requirement, and also I'll guide you how do you create a new customized firewall rule for new Nginx web server using GCP CLI command. Let's switch to the GCP console portal. Go to the GCP console portal and log in with your Google account credential. I already logged into my GCP account, and as you can see here, this is the GCP console portal page. Then click on active cloud shell button as you can see here, and wait a couple of seconds to start the temporary VM. As you can see here, this is the cloud shell command line interface starting now here, and this is the cloud shell command line interface. Now you can click on open in new window and wait a couple of seconds to initialization process is completed. As you can see here, the new window cloud shell is successfully initialization process is completed, and as you can see here, this is the new cloud shell command line interface. Then back to that console portal, then close the cloud shell here, then navigate to the cloud shell here, then press Ctrl L. In this cloud shell command line interface, you can write your CLI commands, or if you have the CLI command, just copy it and paste it here. Now I'll guide you what is the GCP CLI command to use to create a new Apache web server, or this is the Apache custom web server as you can see here, and this is the command like gcloud compute instance create command, and this is the name of the server. I selected as here US Central 1B here, and as you can see here, Debian Cloud is here. This is the image project, and this is the image family is Debian 10. In the automation script, as you can see here, I write here apt update here, and based on my project requirement, I customize my index.html file here. As you can see here, the HTML body section, based on your requirement, whatever you want, just write it from here. Then guys, then press enter. As you can see here, the Apache Linux web server is successfully created. The status is showing as running. the internal IP is here and external IP, as you can see here, 34.170.135.144 here. Then navigate to the GCP console portal, then click on navigation menu and click on compute engine here. As you can see here, this is your new CLI Linux Apache web server, and the external IP is here 34.172.135.144. as you can see here, this is the same external IP is here. Then next step is what you can do, just write a customized CLI command to allow the firewall rule for HTTP and HTTPS port to the new Linux server. I'll show you. This is the CLI command. Just I copy it from here. Guys, as you can see here, this is the GCP CLI command. Then this is the name of the new firewall rules. As you can see here, CLI Linux Apache server. Then write your project ID here. Then direction is ingress, and the network is default, and action also allow the rules. These rules allow to all the ports. As you can see here, I mention here 0.0.0.0/0. It means it's allow all the ports. This is only for guys, only for the practical purpose, but based on your project requirement, I'll guide you in the upcoming session. Then press enter and wait a couple of seconds. As you can see here, the new firewall rule is successfully created. Now you can navigate to that compute engine section, then go to that VPC network. As you can see here, VPC network, then click on firewall here, and you can verify whether it is created or not for your new firewall rule. As you can see here, the CLI Linux Apache web server, this is the customized firewall is successfully created here. It allow all the ports. Then back to the compute engine portal, as you can see here. Then guys, copy your external IP here. Then click open a new Chrome browser, then write http:// then paste your external IP here. As you can see here, this is your new Apache custom web server page. Welcome to Cyrus Tech Cloud. As you can see here, build your career as a Google Cloud engineer. I hope so guys, now you can understand it and how do you create a new customized Apache web server using GCP CLI command. Now I'll show you in the next lab for how do you create a customized Nginx web server using the GCP CLI command. Similarly guys, just you navigate to that Cloud Shell window terminal here, then press Ctrl L, then the copy your Nginx web server CLI command, then paste it here. Now I'll explain what is the command exactly is it. This is the command like GCP gcloud compute instance create. This is the CLI command and this is the name of the server. As you can see here, CLI Linux Nginx server. Then as I selected here US Central 1B as a zone, and the image is Debian Cloud and the image family is Debian 10. This is the operating system as I selected here default. And in the automation script section guys, as you can see here, metadata startup script here, just I write here is apt update. First the software is update, whatever that package they have to install all inside the Linux server. After that apt-y install Nginx, it install all the the Nginx dependency file and the packages, then install Nginx. But after that I write here, as you can see here, the customize Nginx web server inside the index.html file, as you can see here. Then based on your requirement guys, you can change and customize your the HTML body and whatever you want. Then as you can see here, this is the simple CLI command, and you can write the similar command in your the Cloud Shell terminal, then execute it, then finally press enter and wait a couple of seconds to create your new Linux server. As you can see here, the new CLI Linux server is successfully created. The status is showing as running. The external IP, as you can see here, 34.133.95.58. Then let's switch to that GCP console, compute engine, portal, then click on refresh button here. As you can see here, this is your CLI Linux Nginx web server here. Then similar ways you can write a customized firewall rule for new Nginx web server. Then press Ctrl L here, then write the new customize firewall rule CLI command here. Guys, as you can see here, this is your customize firewall rule create command, gcloud compute firewall rules create, and this is the name of the firewall rule here, and this is the project ID. And similarly just I allows all the ports for the new Linux server. Then press enter and wait a couple of seconds to create your new firewall rule based on your requirement. Let's switch to that compute engine portal, then click on navigation menu bar, click on VPC, then click on firewall rule here, then click on refresh here. As you can see here, this is your new customized firewall rule is successfully created here, CLI Linux Nginx server here. Then navigate to, guys, don't forget to delete all the new customized firewall rule after finish your practical session. Then navigate to that compute engine section here, select your Nginx web server here, then copy your the external IP here, then open a new browser window here, then write HTTP, don't write HTTPS, just HTTP:// paste your external IP here, then press enter. As you can see here, this is your new customized Nginx web server page. Learn Google Cloud from scratch, build your career as a Google Cloud engineer. And previously, as we created the customized web server page is like for the Apache web server. Now you can see the Nginx web server. Now guys, I hope so you can understand now how do you create a new customized web server using Apache and Nginx web server based on your project requirement. Thank you and have a nice day.